David Tyree's catch will forever be engraved in the minds of football fans. You might remember that catch back in February during the most watched Super Bowl in history.
3rd down and 5. Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree. Oh my God. This ball's thrown and Tyree just goes up for it like a basketball player. Harrison trying to knock it down. That's a great catch by David Tyree. And now with 59 seconds left, the Giants needing a touchdown. The ball is at the New England 24.
And he has a book coming out in September called More Than Just a Catch, chronicling his path to unlikely Super Bowl heroism. David's in town for the ESPY Awards. He's nominated for Best Play, of course. Mm-hmm. David, welcome to News and Notes.
Man, truly excited just to be here hanging out with you guys.
You know, David, you have something we don't get to see very often here in Southern California, not since the Raiders left town. That's a Super Bowl ring. Where is it?
Yeah, we got to hang this nice piece of jewelry up here. Man, I tell you what, you work hard, blood, sweat, and tears all year round just to hopefully wear one of these. Took Michael Strahan 15, took me 5, so I'm doing all right.
That thing's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty heavy, but this kind of weight you don't mind getting right here.
Listen, we talked about the fact that the book More Than Just a Catch is coming out. Now, that's really quick. I mean, the Super Bowl was in February, and here we are in the summer, and the book's coming out in September. So you must have, tell me, started working on this before.
Well, I think the book is something that would have, maybe possibly been in the, down the road, what happened, the Super Bowl never happened. But when you look at the series of events and what God has kind of done in my life, it's no greater, timing, and timing is everything. So it's a lot to give in my story. I've been through some tremendous struggles, and it wasn't until I came into this wonderful relationship with Christ, and I wanted to, share that with the rest of the world.
Now, you talked about your history, and it has been checkered would be a fair word to use.
Yeah, certainly.
Let's talk about some of the things, because I know before that you had your epiphany, you had some run-ins with the law. Yeah. I read this about you, and I'm like, am I reading this correct? That you were fined by the team,
yeah.
And in order to raise the money to pay the fine, you sold some weed out of the trunk of your car.
Well, not really out the trunk of my car, but I was selling weed at that point. That was that's how dilapidated my mind was. What your mindset, just how progressively things can be and can progress. But it was I was dealing with some of the same struggles a lot of people deal with the substance abuse, alcohol, marijuana. Obviously being in the NFL lifestyle, women, and whatever else is at your grip. And when I got the fines, basically my mindset was, hey man, I got some good bud, I got some good marijuana, I might as well start selling it. And it's just it's amazing how gripped you can become, and people like to think that the music or the things that are out there in our society don't have impact on people, but they do. Everybody. My thing was, hey, it was a keep it real generation, and that's as real as it gets. You want to be a gangster, let's stop playing. And
Is that what happens to so many young athletes, particularly black ones, who keep getting in trouble with the law, even though they have all this money in their pockets?
Well, you realize that I found that this is my personal experience. If you don't have the right understanding, or, the wisdom and the know-how to understand what the money is used for, I believe it intensifies every dark part of your life. Whereas, I liked women. Obviously, now I attract more women. I got drugs now. I can afford the drugs that whereas I couldn't afford them before. So that's exactly what money did for me, and that's when you say the love of money is the root of all evil. When you don't have the right understanding of the means of it, it goes usually to the wrong places.
Tell me about the epiphany that you had.
Yep. I would say those are my struggles, and I get to that point where I'm selling these drugs with friends as well. I get pulled over with a half a pound of marijuana, and while I'm in that jail cell, first time in my life where I sincerely cried out to God. I wasn't raised in a Christian home at all. Didn't even do church on Easter. All the drug dealers in church on Easter, But I'm in that jail cell, and I just said, God, all I know is I need you right now. And if you don't mind, I would appreciate it if I can keep my job as well. And that's, like I said, that was a real prayer. And within that time span, for about 11 days, God, kind of literally delivered me with no lasting effects from alcohol, drugs, never slept with another woman other than my wife. And 11 days later, I walk into a church where, I probably wept in the back of the church for about 20 minutes as I saw this woman singing to God. I saw that she had peace. I saw she had joy as she sang to God, and I realized that, there's 80% of men in my age would trade places with me in a heartbeat, but I didn't have that. And so I wept, and I gave it all to God, gave it to Christ, and my life's never been the same.
If you had dropped that ball, would you still have a book, and what would the name of this book be?
Oh, man. If I dropped it, I would like to think I still have a story that's definitely worth telling. Who knows when God would open that door, I don't know. The name of it might be just simply brokenhearted.
That's it. Your number 85 jersey is up there. You only have 4 catches all of last year. One of them, one of the greatest catches, and maybe you'll win the ESPY. We hope you do. It was a great catch. Put us in that moment. We've got about a little less than a minute. Put us in the moment. Here's the ball coming.
The ball's coming. Obviously, the circumstances. Maybe a minute left, less than a minute. Eli. That's the first half of the miracle is him getting away from 3 Patriot defenders. Ball's in the air. You just do your best to position yourself. High point it, go up. I feel the heat from Rodney Harrison, my Siamese twin, for a little bit. And, I didn't know anything. I'd be lying if I told you I knew I had that thing on my helmet. But only thing in my heart, I'm just saying I ain't letting this ball go at all.
Man, it was a great catch, and it was something I'm sure you will remember for the rest of your career. Rodney Harrison said you will never make that catch again in 10,000 tries.
Yeah, I hope his heart was right. I'll be the first one to agree, but I hope his heart was right when he was saying it, because I'm not taking credit for the catch. I'm giving it all to God. And that's the biggest difference. And, I think he was a part, he was just an instrument as well. I think he did everything in his natural ability to make that play.
David Tyree, great having you. Thank you very much.
I had a great time. Thanks for having me.